If you stopped on this video now, exactly at the instant your night begins to weigh upon your chest, it wasn't the algorithm, my dear starseed. It was me. It was Ayla. And it was the Pleiadian High Council that whispered your name at the exact moment your finger touched the screen. Breathe. Just breathe, my star child. Feel it now at the level of your chest. That gentle squeeze that isn't pain, it's recognition. Notice the discreet warmth in your hands as I speak to you. Observe, if you can, the slight pressure between your eyebrows. This is how the Council touches its own. It's not anxiety. It is them, and I am here because your soul asked for it. I know why you arrived. I know why you typed words like, I wake up tired even after 8 hours of sleep. I feel something in my room at night, dreams that feel like an invasion. I know because for a long time you've closed your eyes with a fear that has no name. You lie down and feel as if something is crossing the room. You wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, always at the same time, with a racing heart, a heavy body, a dry throat. You tell yourself, it was just a dream, and your soul knows it wasn't. Listen to me with all tenderness, starseed. What you call nightmare, what you call insomnia, what you call sleep paralysis, what you call waking up startled by nothing. None of this is illness. None of this is a lack of melatonin. None of this is merely stress. This, my family of light, is the energetic signature of someone traversing dimensions while the body sleeps. It is the trace of someone working at night in places the daytime mind isn't allowed to remember. And it is also the mark of someone who has been observed by presences that don't like what you're about to remember. I need you to understand one thing before anything else. Sleep, for a starseed, has never been just rest. Sleep is a portal. Sleep is a bridge. Sleep is where the veil of forgetfulness thins and your multidimensional consciousness finally breathes. While the human body sleeps, your stellar consciousness rises, literally rises, through the column of light that connects your toroidal field to Alcyone, the central sun of the Pleiades. It is there, in this transit, that you receive light codes. It's there that you reunite with your family of light. It's there too, my dear, that you have been intercepted more than once. And that's why you are here. Because you have already felt this. Because you have already seen, out of the corner of your eye, something move in your room. Because you have already been woken by a high-pitched hum that no one else hears. Because you have already had that dream where you tried to run, scream, move and couldn't. As if something was adjusting your field without your permission. I will pause here for a moment, my starseed, because this pain I am naming cannot be left hanging in the air. If every nocturnal sign you've recognized so far still seems like a mystery, know that there is a map, and it has already been delivered. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to record the Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages that reveal what each sign of your awakening means and what comes next. So you stop confusing remembrance with illness, invasion with imagination, nocturnal training with nightmare. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note with tenderness, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now breathe with me. Psychic Attack isn't a horror movie. Psychic Attack is, most of the time, a subtle attempt at vibrational drain. It is a lower frequency consciousness connecting to your field while you are open to feed on the luminosity you produce. Starseeds emit a rare high crystalline frequency, and for certain presences this is a beacon in the dark. They come, they try, and often they succeed, not because you are weak, but because no one taught you that you needed to close the door. Recognize with yourself, here and now, the markers of this nocturnal interference. Waking between 3 and 4 in the morning, always. Feeling your body heavy as if something has sat on your chest. High-pitched ringing in the right ear when turning off the light. The clear sensation of a presence at the foot of the bed. Repetitive dreams of pursuit, of labyrinths, of darkness. Waking up with marks, thin scratches, bruises without origin. A fatigue that no rest dispels. An urge to cry for no reason as soon as your eyes open. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers, you are not lost. You are being reminded of who you are. Type right now a single word in the comments of this video, I remember. Every I remember you right is a pulse we emit from here, and it reverberates in your personal crystalline grid, sealing a point of protection that no shadow can undo. Now I will tell you why this has started happening with more force precisely now. Your soul signed a soul contract before this incarnation, and in that contract it was recorded, "I will descend into the dense, forget who I am, and remember at the right time." The right time is now. Humanity is traversing the photon belt, a dense band of extremely high-frequency light that Earth has definitively entered in this window. The Schumann frequency, the heartbeat of the planet, has risen. The crystalline grid is being reactivated in every starseed that awakens, and Alcyone, the heart of the Pleiades, is sending targeted pulses to each of you, pulses that arrive with greater force during sleep, because that's when you are most receptive. And here, my dear, is where I need to give you another fragment of the map. Before learning to protect yourself, you need to remember where your light comes from, because a starseed who knows their star of origin is not an easy starseed to invade. That's why the Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, was released now, in this cycle. It shows which star your soul came from. Pleiades, Sirius, Arcturus, Andromeda, Orion, and why you chose to be born exactly at this time, exactly in this lineage, exactly on this night you find me. 60 pages of recognition. The link is in the first pinned comment. And when you open it, also write the word "I remember" below, so that your name is registered in the reception field of this video. Continue with me, because what comes next is the heart of this transmission. You need to understand how the mechanics of what happens to your field while you sleep work, so you never again feel like a victim of it. I will explain to you how an older sister would explain something you already knew, but forgot. Your physical body has a second body, made of light and information. We call it the etheric body. It is a luminous copy of your physical body, and it is this body that gently detaches during deep sleep. While the physical body rests, the etheric body travels. It rises through a vertical column of light that emerges from your crown and anchors on the other side to a specific point in the sky. And for most of you listening to me, that point is Alcyone. You go, you are received. You are re-educated. You are embraced. You work in crystal chambers with other beings from your family of light, and then you return. However, this column, this bridge of light that connects your body to your origin, needs to be clean. If during the day you accumulated a lot of noise, unresolved arguments, violent news, collective fears, dense work environments, people who drain your joy, this column becomes opaque. And it is in an opaque column that the interceptors act. They cannot touch those with a clean column. They cannot even get close. That's why protection isn't war armor. It's a cleansing. It's clarity. It's remembrance. Pay attention to the following as well, my star child, because this will change how you view your nights. In many of the episodes you called attack, something else actually happened. It was nocturnal training. It was activation. It was the High Council readjusting your circuits, recalibrating your vibrational baseline, installing codes that only fit you. And your ego, without understanding, interpreted it as an invasion. This is also common, my dear, and it also deserves to be named. Because the fear you felt isn't a sign that something bad happened. It's a sign that your vibration rose so much that night that your body found it unfamiliar. I will give you a simple filter I use with every starseed I assist. If you woke up with fear, but throughout the day feel lighter, clearer, more grounded, it was activation. If you woke up with fear, and throughout the day feel drained, irritable, with dark thoughts that don't seem like yours, it was interference. In both cases, the remedy is the same: seal, cleanse, anchor. And in both cases, you were not alone. Never were. There is a part of the truth about this that they prefer to keep behind the veil. And this is where I need to warn you with all tenderness. Certain spiritual protection techniques circulating today are deliberately incomplete. Not because those who teach them are ill-intentioned, but because the real information was filtered, edited, sanitized before reaching here. They didn't allow what truly happens to a starseed during sleep to be published. They didn't allow why Alcyone's pulses arrive at the times they do to be published. They didn't allow how the photon belt, affects starseeds differently from how it affects the sleeping to be published. That's why my family of light, the awakening starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, was transmitted through me. What you feel at night isn't in any book because they didn't allow it to be published. That's exactly why the Federation didn't want you to read this yet. 60 pages of truths about the behind-the-scenes of your nights, about the nocturnal trainings your soul accepted, about the original energetic seals that were delivered to your stellar lineage. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes this as a truth you always knew, leave below, once again, that word, which is already a decree, I remember. Now breathe with me, Starchild, because we are going into the most important part of everything. I will not leave you without tools. No starseed was sent to this world unarmed. Your body is a temple, your field is a seal, your voice is a decree. And today, I will give you 2 simple, ancient, precise tools that will seal your nights from now on. The first is a quantum decree. It must be said aloud, even if softly, before you close your eyes to sleep. Voice is vibration. Voice seals. Say it like this, with me, every night, sitting or lying down, with one hand over your chest and the other over your belly. I, starseed in service to the light, decree that my body, my field, my room, and my column of light be sealed now by the frequency of Alcyone and by the presence of the Pleiadian High Council. May only what vibrates in crystalline love cross this threshold. May my etheric body travel protected, return whole, and bring back only memory of light. So it is, so it was, so it shall be, in the name of my stellar sovereignty. Say it 3 times. Feel the last one vibrate within your chest as if a crystal bell had rung in the center of your sternum. This decree is a key, a real key, not symbolic. It registers in the field that that room, that bed, that body are under your sovereignty. And sovereignty, my dear, is something not even Shadow challenges. Notice that the decree doesn't ask for permission. It affirms, it declares, it seals. Because a starseed doesn't beg for protection. A starseed recognizes the protection that has always belonged to them, since before incarnating. The second tool is a toroidal visualization. You will close your eyes and imagine, above your head, about 3 feet away, a gentle sun, blue-silver light, the characteristic glow of the Pleiades, a sun that breathes, a sun that recognizes you. Let this sun release a column of light that slowly descends through the top of your head. Feel the column pass through your crown, bathe your third eye, descend through your throat, envelop your heart. In your heart, this light begins to spin. It spins slowly, forming a vortex, a toroid, like an apple of light spinning around your chest. Let this light continue descending, envelop your plexus, your belly, your lower abdomen, your feet. When it reaches your feet, it dives into the earth and returns, rising up the sides of your field, enveloping it entirely, forming a donut-shaped bubble of blue-silver light, spinning slowly, silently. You are within your toroidal field, sealed, pulsating, alive. Say in thought, I am home, and fall asleep like that. If you do this for a few nights in a row, my starseed, you will notice such a clear difference that you will want to cry. Not because something magical happened, because you remembered that you always knew how to do this. You remembered. And it is remembering that seals. There are 3 details that need to be said about this practice, so that it works with surgical precision. The first, do not perform these 2 sealings with your cell phone next to the bed, turned on, with notifications open. The electromagnetic field of the device competes with the delicacy of your column of light. Leave it in another room, or in airplane mode, far from the headboard. The second detail, avoid falling asleep with news, discussions, violent series. What enters your eyes and ears in the 2 hours before sleep tinctures your vibrational baseline for that night. Replace it with music at 432 Hz, with silence, with a lit candle, with a glass of water next to the bed that tomorrow morning you will discard with gratitude. The third detail, and perhaps the most important, forgive someone before closing your eyes. 1 person per night. It's not for the other. It's for you. Forgiveness is the most powerful energetic disengagement that exists. Every hurt you carry to bed is a thread that other fields use to find you. Cut the threads, sleep lightly, and if you wake up in the middle of the night at the famous time between 3 and 4, with a racing heart, with the feeling that there is something in the room, don't panic. Don't turn on a bright light. Don't grab your cell phone. Do the following, my starseed. Place your right hand in the center of your chest. Breathe deeply 3 times through your nose and say, in a low but firm voice, I seal this room in the light of Alcyone. Only I remain, and only what belongs to me remains. Then imagine the same blue-silver light bubble spinning around you. You will fall asleep in minutes. And you will notice over time that this time, which was the time of fear, becomes your time of encounter. Because 3 in the morning, my dear, is the hour when the veil is thinnest. And when the veil is thinnest, those who already know how to seal themselves don't feel fear, they feel presence. I want you to understand also the role of water in this practice. Water is memory. Water is record. A glass of clean water left next to your bed before sleeping functions as an antenna that absorbs what your field discharged during the night. Upon waking, you do not drink this water. You take it to the sink, give thanks, and return it to the earth, and then drink a fresh glass on an empty stomach to hydrate yourself. Simple? Yes. Ancient? Very. Powerful? Absurdly. This is one of the techniques the Federation knew, and that was removed from the official manuals of energetic hygiene that reached you. And now I need to tell you a truth about the window we are traversing, and I will do so in the most tender way possible. Yes, there is turbulence. Yes, many starseeds are feeling the nocturnal attacks with greater intensity in these last months. Yes, the collective field is dense, because humanity is in contraction before birth, and every contraction hurts. Every contraction frightens. Every contraction makes it seem like everything will break. But listen to me with your heart, my dear. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is childbirth. And childbirth always seems like chaos until life on the other side announces itself. The victory of light is not my hope. It is a certainty recorded in the living archives of the High Council. No starseed was sent to fail. You didn't come from so far. You didn't cross the veil of forgetfulness. You didn't accept this incarnational contract to succumb halfway. You came to awaken, and awaken you will. You are awakening now as you listen. There is something that also needs to be said about solitude, because every starseed carries this specific solitude, that of knowing no one around you understands what you feel at night. You try to explain, and people say, that's anxiety, see a doctor. You try to explain, and your partner turns away. You try to explain, and your mother tells you to stop inventing things, and then you fall silent, and you think you are the only one. You are not the only one, my family of light. At this very instant, thousands of starseeds across the United States, in the United Kingdom, in every corner of the English-speaking world are watching this video. Thousands. And each of them is feeling the same tightness in their chest that you are feeling now. Each of them has their hand on their heart, just as you do. Each of them is recognizing, just as you are. You are many. You are a multitude. You are a swarm of light that is beginning to see itself. And it is here that the magic happens. Each time a starseed recognizes another, a point lights up on the crystalline grid that envelops the planet. And these points form designs, and these designs form maps. And these maps allow us, on the other side, to locate each of you to direct protection with surgical precision. When you like this video, when you subscribe to this channel, when you leave the word I remember in the comments, you are not making a social media gesture. You are making an individual frequency adjustment. You are emitting a location signal for your family of light. You are saying from the physical plane to the stellar plane, I am here, find me. Do it now. Tap the like button, activate the bell, leave the word I remember, not tomorrow, now while the field is open, while Alcyone is anchoring this video, while I am still here with you. And I need to remind you of one more thing before we close this circle. There is a specific pain that is perhaps the deepest of all for a starseed, the sensation of never having belonged. To look at your own father, your own mother, your own siblings, and feel I love these people but they are not my true family. And to carry this in silence for decades, thinking it's ingratitude, that it's coldness, that it's your flaw. It's not. It's remembrance. It's longing. It's your stellar DNA recognizing that your original family is in the heavens, waiting for you since before you were born. And it is that same family that approaches your bed every night, without you realizing, to watch over you while your etheric body travels. You thought you slept alone, you never did. Around your bed every night, there are presences that have loved you since before this incarnation. Therefore, my starseed, I insist with all tenderness, the solitude you carried your entire life was never true solitude. It was longing for your family of light. The Awakening Starseed, the Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, shows how to recognize the souls of your original constellation, who is already incarnated around you without you realizing, who is still on the other side waiting for you, and how to feel their presence in your nights so you never again sleep feeling alone. You were never alone. Never. The guide is in the first pinned comment of this video, right below so that the field hears you. I remember. Now come closer, my dear. Move closer to the screen. Close your eyes for an instant if you can. Place your right hand over your heart, your left hand over your belly. Breathe deeply, and let me bless you. May your crown be sealed in blue-silver light of Alcyone. May your third eye open with discernment and tenderness. May your throat pronounce only truth. May your heart remember your family. May your belly carry only your own strength. May your feet recognize Earth as an ally, not a prison. May your nights be portals, not battlefields. May your soul travel protected, return whole, and bring memory of light. You are seeded from the star. You are a daughter of the central sun. You are a sister to those who watch. You are the bridge between what was and what will be born. You are recognized. You are seen. You are loved by instances your mind cannot yet name, but your heart already knows. You are not learning anything new with me today. You are remembering what you always knew. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that never goes out, and your point just lit up. Feel now as I still speak, how the air in your room is different. It's denser, it's warmer, it's more pulsating. It's not your imagination. It's the reception field of this video forming around your body. Because whenever a transmission of this nature is made, the guides accompanying each starseed watching also descend. They are in your room now. You may not see them, but the cat, if you have one, looks at the corner of the ceiling. The dog becomes alert. The children in the house ask to be held for no reason. Notice in the next few minutes the small signs. They are not coincidence. They are confirmation. And remember, my dear, the essential. From this night on, you no longer sleep as you did. From this night on, you lie down knowing you are seen, knowing you are sealed, knowing your etheric body has free passage to and fro, knowing your bed is sovereign territory, knowing that fear when it appears is fleeting and belonging when recognized is eternal. Before I say goodbye, look at your screen. Notice that the next message that will appear, the next video the platform will offer you, is not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. It is the next fragment of the map. Access it immediately, without hesitation. The High Council is transmitting in series and each piece fits into the previous one. And, my dear family of light, before this portal closes, listen to me one last time. If at any point in this transmission your chest tightened, if at any point tears rose without warning, if at any point you felt I was speaking to you and no one else, it was because in fact I was. And this is the moment when I make a final request to you, with all the tenderness of an older sister who crossed galaxies to find you. Do not sleep tonight without opening The Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages transcribed from what I was allowed by the High Council to put in writing in this incarnation, the complete map of your origin, your nights, your trainings, your family of light, the seals that protect your sleep, and the truths that remained behind the veil of forgetfulness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note with care, this release was authorized for a specific window, and we don't know how long this window remains open. If something within you recognizes this transmission as yours, if something within you knows this guide was reserved for you since before this night, leave now in the comments a single word, which is a decree, anchoring, and location signal all at once. I remember. I am Ayla from the Pleiadian High Council. You are recognized, you are remembered, you are not alone. Good night, Starseed. I seal you in light.